Hi guys, so I'm just gonna show you my snail. He doesn't really have a name because I have two of them and I can't really tell them apart and I keep forgetting. But they're pretty big. And surprisingly strengthy. They're pretty damn hard to get off once they're on. Hey buddy. You can see the mucusy trail that he leaves behind, which a lot of Asian beauty products incorporate snail slime in because they say that it's really good for your skin, so I don't really mind when he crawls all over me. Really the only thing you want to be careful of is that snails can harbor a lot of icky diseases that you don't really want to put in your mouth. So after I handle him, I just clean off my hands really good just in case he has anything icky. But he is actually a Roman snail, also called a burgundy snail. So he is technically escargot, which people do eat. So he's probably raised in captivity, meaning his chances of getting any nasties are pretty limited. And he's just kind of exploring. He's a big guy. Ooh. The part you're seeing right now is actually just one big solid mass of muscle. They refer to it as a foot. All of his happiness, all of his insides are going to reside inside of a shell, which is why I don't ever try to pull him off without spritzing him with water, because you don't want to accidentally pull his insides out. He would totally die. He also cannot switch his shell like hermit crabs or other animals with shells. His shell is a part of him, and as he grows it will keep getting bigger, which is why if he ever falls and breaks a part of his shell, I have to fix it so that none of his insides will get damaged. I also give him leftover eggshells and cuttlefish bones, which are the things you can also give to birds to maintain their beaks, and it will make their shell nice and happy. He's pretty easy to feed. He pretty much eats any leftovers that I have. He isn't omnivorous. Some snails will actually eat hard-boiled eggs and other goodies like that, but he only eats vegetables. So far his favorite seems to be carrots, and he's pretty obsessed with apples. If there's apples, he won't eat anything else. And one cute thing about their eating behaviors is if there is more than one food source, they will still choose to eat on the same plant and kind of hang out and eat as little buddies, which is pretty cute. Or maybe it's territorial. Scientists don't know. They don't know why they eat together. But I try to think that's cute. They're doing it because they like each other. Oh, buddy. They don't have any hearing whatsoever, so my loudness doesn't irritate them. They can sense tremors pretty well, so they don't like their cage being banged around, obviously. I don't think any animal would. They do have pretty good sense of smell and taste, though. The bottom two tentacles, little dealies there at the bottom, those are actually for smelling. Their top two are for sight, which they will retract when they're sleeping. And you can see when their eyeballs come out that they slowly come up out of the stalk. And it's just that little tiny black dot, if you can see that, in their eyeball. That's their eyes. Oh yes, he's so curious. You can see a little mucus there. And when they feel threatened, or if their environment isn't the best it could be, they retract up into their shell and they form this weird layer of milky, kind of plasticky layer, almost looks like the outer surface of an egg, and they just hole up in there and they can stay inside their shell for up to 8 weeks if things are a little bit stressful, and they'll be a-okay. So that's my snail.